Hello, annyeong, ni hao. Today, we're going to review the Lineage W Artbook. It just came in from the mail. I got my information, but it's a Kyoto bookstore who shipped this. So, I'm gonna go ahead and open it. It's a tape. Oh, okay, just open it up directly like this. Get this bubble wrap to the white. A lot of bubble wrap. Oh, let me angle this down a bit. Yeah. There we go. Now y'all can see. Quite a hefty book, honestly. I was shocked how heavy it was when it came in the mail. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. Big book. Oh, it's like a whole box too. The art of Lineage W. Lineage W Artbook. Sojapan Peikiji. Oh, this is the package coupon, I'm guessing. Let me make sure I'm not accidentally exposing it. It says that I've heard that it's at the back of the book actually, so I think it should be. There's like a little QR code, I think. Let me go ahead and take care of this now, so I don't get swiped by somebody. Okay, so it's just telling me about the book, just not the actual. Maybe it's on the back of this. I just gotta watch out and not accidentally expose myself. Let's actually have this in the plastic open. They sold it to me for 71,000. What the? ISBN 979117125. And there we go. We also got the ISBN. Okay. Got ourselves a nice little stars and moons in the front. We got ourselves the art of only supposed to be for chapter 1, 2. I wonder if we'll chapter 2 together. Alright. Some nice long pages. Is this like the K-pop albums that you get, those little books? They're kind of the same length. Oh well, it's for my own personal collection. So we got part 1 through part 6, and I guess the Aiden language, maybe. Let's see. Unless that's the name of the people that worked on this stuff. Awesome. Alright. Say I guess this is the creation myth, maybe? You got... Here you go, I'll show you that. You got yourself a nice little, like the two halves of the world. You got the heaven over there. Looks like some other thing over there. Oh no, that's the earth. I don't know. Got giant statues. Very pretty. Got some goddesses, some horse people riding into battle. Got let's see what else. Pretty hard. We got the monarch who rules the land. It's outside the castle. Art quality is pretty good. Nice big giant portraits. It'd be cool to take some of these and like upscale them. So I guess this is the actual story of ourselves, like prince. You got the princess. Oh, that's like the whole costume for the princess. And then let me do this one. Ooh, killing a bugbear looking ass dude. Look at this one. Straight up chopping this dude. My neck. Yeah, that dude got his hands straight up chopped off. So yeah, we go into battle. He escaped, blah, blah, something's happened. Dying. That's the Surah. Oh, okay, so these are all like the character stories. Yeah, some of their homies. Good. Yeah, I really wanted to do something nice and chillax, like art. A lot of stuff's got craziness going on in the place where this game is made. I don't know, it's hard to talk about these things because obviously everyone has their own opinion on things. It's difficult to not sound like you're imposing on other people. But at the very least, I like to talk about my feelings and things. I think it's like something that a lot of people can take solace in is that this does seem like the decision of one man. And, you know, obviously being an American, there are some comparisons I can draw between what happens now and what happened with us 4 years ago. Not in any real way, because people obviously have their own opinions on how all those things are. And it's, even today, it's like, you'll still have, those fields are still, the flames of battle are still going on in those Twitter spaces. But what people can see is like, what really, really drove me to like be so angry at what happened in America on January 6th was that like just the level of acceptance of like, oh yeah, this is the way, this is the, you know, what needs to happen. Because like it was interesting seeing something like this happen in South Korea, and almost unanimously the people said, fuck no, this is ridiculous, this is dumb. And like, and you had seeing their politicians, you know, saying, nah, we're gonna go in, we're gonna try and hold government as if, you know, what you say is null and void. And I think ultimately that's like what drives me to like reflect on the things that we go through here politically in our country. Because like really what it comes down to is like even if this dude goes to jail tomorrow, it ultimately doesn't fix the problems that people in Korea are facing every day with the absurd work schedules and, you know, not enough social support and freedom to raise a family, just not, you know, have the time to do something like that. And like these are things that people have been complaining about over and over and over and over. And it's almost as if like there's just a straight up refusal, because ultimately to provide people with those things would undermine the ability for the powers that be within Korea, you know, your Samsungs and your other corporations, to like really, it only serves them to not have those things for yourself. Because like being able to have kids, it does ultimately serve a company, but only in the long term. And when you have the modern system that's so exponential growth, like the growth has to grow type of business mindset, type of profit mindset. It's like there's no way people are gonna let you get in the way of that, even if all you're asking for is just basic shit. And like I think that's when I reflect on a lot of stuff that happens here in the U.S. It doesn't shock me that it's so tumultuous, because there is like literally a thing I'll say over and over and over again is that, you know, that we live in two kind of different worlds mostly, and you have, and this is the same in Korea and other post-capitalist countries and stuff, but they really have a way of diminishing the individual, like the individual initiative of people to like start families, to own property, to like not exist within the cog of generate income, generate stuff to keep the machine growing. And, you know, if we were like traveling space, maybe I give it more credence. But we're not traveling space. We're stuck on this rock, and yeah. Let's not let the corporations take over until we get to space. Make it like Aliens. We don't want the other one. What was that one with they had the robot suits and the Earth was trash world, and they all lived in the space station, all the rich people, and they could like cure cancer and shit. Something dumb like that. But yeah, I think let's see. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's very disappointing either way. Like, and that's really the real feeling that I think a lot of people don't want to reckon with regarding you know, what happened on January 6th, is that as someone who like lived, you know, grew up in America and, you know, has talked to many different people, it is very, very disappointing to see it break down to such a degree. And I think that's probably the same feeling that a lot of people in Korea had too. Just like utter bewilderment, utter shock, and utter disappointment. Because like, how fucking dare some guy who probably hasn't struggled a day in his fucking life, you know, as far as I'm aware, that's kind of the system. You go to school, business, politician. So a society like that, I'm gonna venture to guess that this man didn't have any opposition in his life whatsoever. I won't be that extreme, of course people know for shit. But to have such utter disregard for like how is it? the government's back in parliamentary control. They're probably going to hold an impeachment vote at some time in the near future. And more than likely, the guy's going to go to jail. But, you know, we'll see. But usually, you know, especially in a move like this where it seemed like this guy really had no allies, like, at least Donald Trump has sycophants, you know? Like, this guy had nobody. He just said, fuck it. I have the control of the military. Fuck it. So it's like, yeah, I can just think that, like, everyone, you know, how many people saw that, and it's just that same feeling that I felt, like, of just utter bewilderment and disappointment that, like, how did shit get this way, man? What the hell is going on? Because, like, I think you can say all you want about, like, the intentions and motivations and of, like, the people who did January 6th and stuff like that, but I don't think people have really, like, reckoned with how disappointing it is just in general, you know? Especially you're able to say, like, oh, well, it's not, you know, it's not their fault, it's somebody else's fault, but really it's just, like, taking a step back and just looking at the situation from a wider lens and just being like, damn, we really let this house catch fire, didn't we? God damn, what the fuck? Like, and as long as you're saying, like, oh, well, it's somebody else's fault, it's someone, like, then you don't have to actually, like, just think about that. Just being like, what the fuck do we need to do? What the fuck? Oh my god. Like, why do we do this shit? Like, and that's literally what everyone in you know, the world is saying right now. Like, what the fuck? How did Korea, this guy, how the fuck, how did this shit happen? How could we let it get this bad? Yeah. Right? It definitely feels that way. These last few weeks have been crazy. Like, I mean, that's really all I have to say on the politics aspect of things. Like, I just utter bewilderment, utter disappointment. I'm glad that nothing bad happened. I'm glad that, you know, the people and their politicians, even though they're opposing forces, have completely said, you know, nah, no. What do you want to do? Why? What? No. And, like, literally, I was across the board. Every single person is like, nah, that's fucking stupid. Why would we do some stupid shit like that? Yeah, it is. I mean, people are gonna break it down in a lot of ways. I think there's something to be said for, like, how those kind of, because Yoon Suk-yeol really reflects Donald Trump in a lot of ways, in kind of like his targeting of specific demographics, utilizing common political opponents to, like, you know, you demonize them and you can, you know, get your in. And they even gave him, you know, that grants him a big win. Was it 4 years ago or 8 years? I can't remember how long Yoon Suk-yeol was in power, but, like, I think the aspect of playing into that mentality, and ultimately it's like, well, if someone says you don't, you know, you lose, and you don't want to lose, eventually what else do? You just fucking flip the chessboard over. You say fuck you, and that's kind of like what he did. And then everyone's like, nah, fuck you, you know. And luckily that's the dynamic. I think, and America has a similar dynamic. Like, as much as the media loves to say that we're, you know, we're fucked, we're under, like, I think American families went back in the corner, we do the same shit. Like, no, fuck you. Like, you want us to stay in our houses? Like, they couldn't even get people during a fucking pandemic to stay in their houses because they just said, nah, fuck you. And it's like, I think that's a really bad idea, but that does prove American sentiment. Alright, I'll turn it down. Yeah, it definitely proves American sentiment. Like, and it is still kind of that way, because I think, you know, the previous the election we just had is kind of the same thing. It's like, wait, you promised us this shit, you promised that shit would already be done. Hey, fuck you. most people they're just on the internet. They get their fucking memes and shit. They, you know, a lot of people who haven't been on the internet are on the internet now, and so you know it's a whirlwind up there. People are coming out saying all types of crazy shit. But ultimately, when the winds of fuck you are blowing, the winds of fuck you are blowing, whoever's in the way is gonna get fucking. Donald Trump, he rides those winds of fuck you. That's like it. He's like a shitty bald eagle, like a fucking like raggedy. Like it's imagine a bald eagle with Donald Trump's toupee, just like it flapping backwards. He's like shitting and pissing as he's flying. Yeah. Yeah, everyone can laugh. Everyone can laugh. You know, it's what's it? Oh, god damn it. Yeah, it really is. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's like having a bard class, you know, in real life. It's like, wait a second, I hated this guy, and yet he's making me laugh like a motherfucker. God damn. Yeah, exactly. It's like, I always keep bringing this quote up from BioShock, but it's like, oh, you don't have to do much. All you have to do is make a man feel like he's worth a damn, and they'll do whatever you want. You know, that's all you have to provide them. And probably food. Food is a big one. But I guess in the absence of food, maybe that other one could help, or they will just eat you. That's, you know. Yeah, exactly. That's what it ultimately comes down to, anyways. And even like some of those more evil motherfuckers that, you know, operate in his shadow are like they still want to have a powerful country, so they know, you know, some of them are smart enough to know that, you know, how not to fuck that up, and then some of them aren't, and that's why they're the front facing loudmouths and not the people actually like behind the scenes doing shit. They got the innkeepers. They got the dwarf men. They got several designs for the dwarf men. They did the dwarves really well. I think it's a good adaptation. They had two designs. I kind of like this design too, but he had that kind of like scale armor, that plate armor. Some other noble people. Some other people. Skip ahead. This is the towns, I think. Gludio. Oh, Gludio. This is the Gludio region. Okay, cool. So they have this separated by regions and the different characters you meet along the way. There's some enemies. There's some goons. Hey, it's the bugbear. Look at the bugbear. Look at the bugbear.
Oh, he has depression.
Look at the guy. Oh my god. He's depressed just like us.
So what's in common?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think evil and selfishness kind of can, you know, apathy. It's like apathy is also like, some people say that's an evil trait. I think selfishness is also in that realm, where it can just really fuck shit up. And if I would classify Trump as anything, it's selfish. maybe the most selfish, man. We got the orcs, got the wizards, got some goons. You got Orcus. You got Orc Fighter, the Ponos. You got the Elven Forest Goons. Look, Dryad. Spider people. Fairy. Murder tree. Oh, they got little sections of the map too. That's cool. I like seeing stuff like that. Let's see. I think. Yeah. Okay, so now it's just separated by region. So yeah, I'll just flip through random pictures. Here. So yeah, feeling is continuing to blend this. Have you ever heard of, like, I think selfishness and pettiness are also, I think it's possible to be so petty that you decide that, hey, fuck it. These dumbasses think they can do politics good. They're all doing their Fox News and all that bullshit. And it's like, no, I can do this easy peasy. And it's like, damn, I guess he was right. Shit. I guess it is just that easy. All just a game. But sometimes you need to be humbled and reminded that, that fact. But in the same vein as, like, once again, the whole Yoon Suk-yeol and January 6th stuff, it's like, at the point that people's lives are in danger, that's when it's like, or the fabric is kind of shook or burned too hard or whatever, then that's, yeah, exactly, chose against the grain of the establishment, exactly, like, oh, I got this position, but I'm going this way. But yeah, the same thing, it's like, imagine all those people waking up and just being like, well, what the fuck? It would be a very disappointing motivation, but I think, obviously, getting out of a lot of trouble is probably also there too. And maybe there is some, like, a degree of, oh, well, I actually can do it better. Fuck these guys. Because who knows? That might actually be how he feels about his own, like, political savvy. I won the game, so I know what I can do. I know what I do. But that's that. I think that's about all I have to say about the whole thing, really. Not much else to be said, just hoping that everything else continues to go smoothly and people can kind of figure out, what they want to do with themselves. Especially the current politicians, because if that happens and you're in politics, you gotta start really thinking about what the fuck you're gonna be doing. Not too long, you'll be the unpopular one. Got some ogres. And really, the people who have to figure this shit out is the business class, like your Samsungs, like, the American media companies, like the New Order of Google and all of them. Like, they really gotta figure the shit out, because what's going on right now isn't sustainable. Internet's run like a fucking crack house. I don't know, but certainly things can't operate the same as they have been. Like, we really do need to, like, figure our shit out on a reasonable level, because this shit coming from all angles. Man, the companies are just way too irresponsible to be trusted with that level of bullshit, even when they're in bed with the government. And, ooh, Aiden. Got Damia. Oh, snap. They got the strippers. These are medieval strippers. They gave them booty. Got Chapawats. Got Oscaria. That guy. Yeah, Deutsche Bank really fucked a lot of people over. Currently, SoftBank from Japan has been in a lot of shit. And of course, China had their real estate crisis with, was it Evergrande? Or Evergreen, or whatever the hell it was. Like, that nearly, that nearly bankrupted the whole country. And then we had 2008 and all that shit. So it's like, yeah, these things are always happening and always, like, right now, like, basically you have all these companies that, despite a lot of problems being caused by like the unrestricted nature of which they operate, they think the solution is to continue operating even more unrestricted, or quite literally just replace the current power structures that be, whether it be through lobbying or whether it be through direct installment of cronies. Like, and ultimately, like, you see it manifesting. It's already manifested itself in a lot of ways. Like, I honestly believe that the way that, you know, a company like NC operates is like, and not even just NC, I'm not even gonna like put this all on NC, just the Korean gaming market in general, it really operates as like a replacement for the gambling industry, like the gacha games specifically. It really is just a one-to-one replacement to the gambling industry. And I mean, it's like, people can say, oh, well, you know, whatever, bullshit games, people spend money on dumb shit, but like, I mean it in the sense that, like, as an industry, if we're just gonna take a step back again and just look at it all from like a outside view, you got the ability to, you know, buy into a game, either just starting up a character and playing it, or buying a character from somebody else, and then you have teams who develop their characters and get all their items, and then, you know, that's already a level of people are going to be cheating and, you know, trading money and all that stuff to get a leg up on each other. So now you take that and then you throw in 8% chance $300 gambles, and that's the lower end. That's something that me as an individual have been able to attempt and succeed at. But ultimately it's a casino, and casinos are designed to, you know, make you lose most of the time. So if we're going, man, if we're gonna go further on to where we are now, you have Walryong, the first man to achieve the fucking Omega Morph. This man has spent $14 million USD to get this Omega Morph on his character. I'm not sure if that's the entirety of his character's value, or if that's what he spent just to get from where he was to the Omega Morph. I'm pretty sure it's the whole character. Like, I mean, they show everything in one, so, you know, these numbers are probably fudgy, but yeah, I mean, that's the penultimate, you know, like, what the fuck are you supposed to consider at that point? Like, it's, you might as well just have the fucking casino. Like, what the fuck? Somebody, like, and then you have, you know, but you have it in this guise of like a competitive game, which ultimately only breeds more and more extreme player behaviors. Like, these games are, Lineage games are well known for being the hotbed of dickhead behavior and like truly despicable behavior. And now we're gonna, you know, so it's like having a casino, but it's also a boxing ring. You can go and play your slots and then get mad and just fucking punch somebody. Oops, they happen to be a billionaire and they hunt you down for the next 10 months with all their goons and put you in the dirt. Like, and quite literally drain your money from your account. Like, if you consider your character like an asset in the game that you pour money into, which a lot of people do. These cigarettes have filters now, 10 doctors recommend. Yeah, so it's like, so I'm not, you know, I'm not one to really talk too much shit about gambling. I'm playing this game. I like my card games. I like my slots. This is actually, I use this as a background, my thumbnail. Put the little crab on there. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's zoom in a bit more. Oops. Do 50 for the bottom. 100 for the bottom. Yeah. 100 for the bottom. Yeah, look at that. Nice. Yeah, diet gambling. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like when you let the type of unapologetic nature. It's not just one man, it's an actual corporation with the profit incentive and all that shit, and they make the game that's addicting. You know, it's all like, if you just think about it, that makes sense that it happened, you know? And it's like, oh yeah, by the way, gambling's illegal in our country. Oh, and by the way, you pay real money to get the currency in this game, and then you can get a 1% chance if you spend that to get a super rare item that other people will find and give you $2,000 for, and it's like, yeah, it's obvious. It's obvious to everyone who's in the system, and yet, you know, there's still so much of like a it's like how does progress not get made in, like, if people clearly want something, how can it get so fucked up, you know? Like, you think if you just, you know, regulate around those behaviors and regulate around the practices and stuff. Yeah, I mean, yeah, and even with when you create real like regulated stuff, black market's still, you know, that's a tale of old time. But at the same time, I feel like, you know, it's a lesson we've learned over and over that, hey, maybe if you can address the culture shift too, and get, you know, where it's like, oh, the clear separation of, hey, you're doing stuff that has this effect on you versus, hey, you know, this is a video game. Because, like, you know, people say video games are addictive, but this shit's on a whole casino games. But yeah, it's like, and then ultimately this system has run for so long that, like, relatively unopposed, that, you know, these teams form and they do the money via the gambling and the running teams and all that, and they form organizations that gamble and run teams, and then, you know, oh, well, I'm already at the top of my game here and I've reached the peak of what money I can generate from these activities. What do you do beyond that? Oh, you start finding the game outside the game. And ultimately you end up getting arrested for running a gambling house, and you're like the top guy who represents this video game, you know, like one of the top ambassadors. You are running this video game, potentially several top ambassadors. You're the main media guy for this video game, and you're getting arrested by the federal government for illegal gambling. It's like, wait, what the fuck? Wait, what? It's like, okay, so it is illegal then. And ultimately, you know, some people are doing, it's like the black market thing. You can do a lot more shady stuff running an illegal gambling house than you can some stupid ass, what's it called? Some stupid ass MMO casino. Like, yeah, degen's gonna degen. But you can see, like, how one could preclude the other, though, you know? Like, to a certain extent. If it was just like, oh, you know, so people have an extreme demand to play these type of games that are, you know, essentially casino, like, experiences to a certain extent. And it's like, well, okay, cool. I love the game. I love playing these types of games. That, honestly, if this game could replace games in the real casino, I'd be all for that shit. Just, you know, oh, instead of going to a casino and freaking, you know, sitting down and drinking alcohol and pressing a button a million times, you know, you go in here. Imagine if, like, it was like casino with this, but in, like, augmented reality, you know, and you have your guy and you're tossing him down the hunting zone and he's doing his thing and you're just drinking and talking to people and, like, you know, and it's like, no, fucking kill that guy. And actually, like, staring someone in the face and be like, I got you, motherfucker. It would be some real, degenerate shit. Like, you definitely have to have security. Yeah. all I'm saying is that it's like that. It's like I understand now that that's like where people's minds are. So the fact that the company has been able to take advantage of it so heavily and been able to avoid any type of like, you know, government oversight, a whole industry, not even just one company, a whole industry, you know, a whole several industries in several countries. And yeah, corporate interest, lobbying power have obviously done a lot to keep that afloat. But now it's gotten to the point where it's like, well, like I said, you know, you have the really bad hit the media type shit. You have the general despicable amount of financial risk on the part of the player. And it's like, ultimately, you know, since it's not a sanctioned thing, my character could be worth $10,000-$15,000, or it could be worth $0. You know, there's no guarantee there for me as the individual. But luckily for me, I'm doing it for clout, so. But yeah, these guys, I don't know, man. It's left me quite a bit jaded, especially when, you know, given how chaotic and hot everything's been in the real world. You know, games are largely escapism for me, and competitive games like this, they're not escapism, but they're like a nice insular place that you can go. You know, it's my third place. It really is. Oh yeah, exactly, definitely. Yes, 100%. A game system would need to be divorced from. Well, I mean, when you attach to real money economy, that's when it becomes a casino game, you know? And casino games you have to treat way differently than normal games. Like, really, really differently. So, I think Lineage as a game, like, if you think of Lineage as like poker or something, it's like it's the best casino game I've ever played, honestly. Like, I've played, you know, poker. I haven't played things like Baccarat and stuff, but yeah, the Dow drops. Can't buy my perps. Shit, bro, the wand dropped, and, you know, all the stuff, you know, that I could pick up not way cheaper, but, you know, the price was lower for USD because that happened. Not my fault. So it's like, I don't know, man. Just think of it all, like, all of it together. It really leaves me quite jaded and quite disappointed, but it gives me a level of like seriousness. Like, I really have to like think about the stuff that I can do, the people I can meet and talk, and, you know, and just really not insulate myself from it, but it makes me think that, hey, I do want to be able to talk to people and have a bit of influence, and, you know, in whatever small way. But I think ultimately being able to talk to more people, especially when you're the type of person that likes to espouse your ideas, it's a noble pursuit, and I shouldn't be afraid of something like that. You know, I shouldn't feel bad about wanting to do that. But yeah, I think really that's all I have to say on everything, pretty much. Like, so much has happened these past month that, like, my brain has really just been like a huge foggy mess with all these different events, and somehow all of them kind of blend into each other. Like, damn, how does Lineage teach me about world politics so well? What the fuck? It's not okay. Yep. Time marches on. Shit happens. Shit keeps happening. Yeah, but I do feel motivated. I will say that. Like, earlier, especially with the election and all that, there's a level of defeat that you just feel in those moments and stuff, but like this year in general, I have been feeling like more defeated in general, like even before the election happened, and yeah, like I feel motivated now, honestly. 'Cause there's a lot I want to do, and there's a lot, you know, there's a lot of stuff I want to do with y'all. I'll just keep living my life. Keep trying to do the stuff I want to do. Got Death Shadow Creepus. Got Death Shadow Krampus. Yeah, I mean these are just the dungeons. I spent all day here. I don't need to see the dungeons. Ooh, they got the last of that game. This is Dante's skeleton guy. Stuff, some emotes, some other nonsense. Okay, so we are at the end of the book. I'm gonna go ahead and raise it back up. It's okay, it's okay. Thank you for the guidance though. That will definitely, what's it called? Take the camera stuff into consideration, which is a piece of like what this is about too. Hey, if I want to do like a talking thing, yeah, it's a high quality product. Like it was a little bit pricey, but you know, mostly people are buying it for the package you get from it. Partially that's why I bought it too, but I also kind of, you know, I had a great experience with this game, so I wanted something to remember by, you know, outside of the videos and all that stuff. Nice little artbook. Pretty cool to flip through. Alright. I'm gonna return to the game audio. Let's do this. Alright. Alright, let me make sure that I can do this code. Got my coupon code. Let's go. Alright, let me enter this coupon code really quick. Some abject horror. Oh, right. There we go. Redeem coupon. Okay, got it. Now hold up. Just going to I want to go to Micro Center with brother, and we're gonna chop. And it really depends on when the bonuses come in. But I'm getting paid this week either way, so at a minimum, I can try to just get the motherboard and just get it, you know, up and running again, or see if something else is wrong. And then outside of that, nice, crystal power. Outside of that, is that an achievement? Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, it would be huge. It'd be a big. We could do a trip up there. We go shopping together. Nice. The boys going shopping. We opened the lucky chest. Ours is the lucky chest.
So first up, we got the Artist Blessing chest. This is... Oh, just the Artist Blessing. I think this is... Good stuff. Some stats and mixed teeth. Pop that. This is Artist Lucky chest. This gives me one of the following items. There's a bunch of random gold. Nope. There's a bunch of random gold. Trash. Alright, this is the one that it's really all about right here. This Artist Blessing. So we're getting a 3, 4, or 5. That's right. Artist special token. This spell card chest, right? That all Micro Center, it's not, it's kind of far from my house, but it's very close to my work. Very, very close. Literally less than 3 minutes. Easy to attempt. Oh no, it's just this one. Okay. Sorry, sir. Movie is a little bit closer. Actually, no. What we'll do is we'll just. There you go. Should be better. Oh, that's right. It gives me a legend spell chance. So I think I get any legend spell. This is the other thing that's good. So most likely I get an epic, and there's a chance I'll get something that I can't epic with. Hopefully I get some legend spell chance on damage. Get the little hand. Yeah, grab it. Grab it, grab it. I mean, it's gonna grab the top one no matter what. That should be good. Boom, boom, flash. Oh, it gave me a red tornado. Eh. Brother. Brother. Where I get that? I got the book, baby. We got the book out here. They sold it at the Kyobo bookstore. I know this one. Hey, well, should you be in bed? I am in bed. Every time. I'm in bed right now. Oh, it was 1.4 million diamonds, 14.2 million diamonds. There's my magic boost, baby. And if we go here, we'll get 200. So I have 295, which means 295. Rate book. It's pretty good. I'll give it 8 out of 10. I'm happy. It's very pretty. It'll be a nice little book to have on the shelf. $65. So 20 and then 400. What plays good for leveling 670? If you are, I would say, Aiden Castle 1F. This place. Aiden Castle 1F is probably the best spot for you to hunt. You go right here, or you can go over here if you can handle it. Lineage W good game for a person spending a lot of money like me. Yes. If you have more money and you don't know what to do with it, yes, this is the perfect game for you. So that gets me a little bit closer to having that. This. Oh, nice! I have 17, so I could do 2 of these, or I could just try more on those. But I'm going to try it's because I'm playing it through the television. This game is really fun. Yes. Turn down the level OBS. But I'm using desktop. More OBS. Oh, I see. I was a fool. I had that shit. More dBs on the mic. Pump that shit up, bro. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Nice. Nice. Ooh. And then we have those all the +2, which means we can trade these for 2. Go. 2 blessed arms. No explain. No. Sorry, the lesson's over. But yeah, just that one would be best. That. No. Change this. Oh, nice. This can bless that. No, it's just error. So 8% to grow. If I'm gonna do that, I probably want to hit this one. Yeah, it gives me accuracy across the board. This one's defense. HPR. DR and HPR. Honestly, that might be better. Nah, I'll take accuracy. MPR. No, I'm actually gonna be hopping off in a second. I just wanted to go through the book and then use those things. But thank you for talking me through my insanity, sir. I felt I just wanted to, you know, I wanted to talk about that kind of stuff. Thank you, sir. You have a good night too. And, we will game soon. Yeah, I'll call it there then. Things fucking. Oh yeah, FK. Fuck guy.
Fuck you guy.
Fuck you guy. If that doesn't work, if Aiden 1F doesn't work, and you find yourself to be a bit too weak for that, then I would suggest doing, it's still Aiden, but I would suggest doing this spot right here. This spot right here is also pretty good. And if that's still too strong, then do this spot right here. So you got Aiden right here, you have this one right here, or you have this one right here. These three should all be within your grasp. This one will be very easy, and then this one's probably gonna be the hardest. And this one, you know, pretty decent, not too bad. You spent 10,000 on Lineage. Let's go! I sold my house to NCSoft. They now own me officially. But it's okay. I'll be okay. I just need to ask TJ for one more loan. I'll be back. Okay? Bye bye. Bye bye. Be good. Be safe. Bye bye.